welcome to my newest video. So today, my topic of choice is dating while being in this industry. I know many girls have been, wondering, oh, can I date in this industry? Or people get jealous or whatever. And yeah, currently I'm dating. I'm pretty happy in my relationship. So yes, you can. So being in this industry, there's already a huge stigma. Most people having this stigma, are guys. I'm here to tell you that there are definitely guys that are out there for you, whether you're a full-service sex worker or you're an online sex worker or anything. There's definitely a guy out there for you. Thinking that guys aren't out there for, anyone thinking guys are out there for sex workers, closed-minded way of thinking, and it's very vanilla because there are a ton of guys who are into that. Open communication, I think that's very important in every type of relationship. But yeah, open communication basically builds trust between the two partners. So if there's something I'm unhappy about, I'll share it with my partner, and when there's something he's unhappy about, he'll share it with me, and yeah, there's no leftover resentment or anything. However, even though I'm having a good experience dating right now with the right person, I still had a lot of awkward, weird experiences dating and finding the right person. Obviously, there's a stigma, and the stigma causes guys to sometimes think that you want to fuck right away. I've had a whole share of guys who would take me on one day and they would expect me to be down right away. I've had guys who I turned down to have sex with and they're like, can I pay you? I'm like, fuck you. Yes, guys definitely think that you are down to fuck. They tend to think that. So one experience I've had while dating, and it wasn't the smartest thing ever, but I'm allowed to, so I use Tinder a lot, because that's where I found my ex who I dated for a nice long time. Basically, I had this Tinder date one time, and straight off the bat, we started chatting at 10 p.m. at night, and he was continuously inviting himself over. I was cooking, he was like, oh, can I come over and have some? I'm like, dude, it's 10 p.m. right now, no. And then when he asked me for my job, I usually tell them, I'll tell you when you're here. And then he still pressed and said, just tell me one thing, are you in the adult industry? I'm like, yeah. So the first night, he was being very pushy, trying to come over already, and he was asking me really intrusive questions. The next day, we were still texting. We agreed to have a date on the second day. And then he, texted me being like, oh, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, oh, I'm just working right now. And that's literally all I said, I'm just working. And he replies back, wow, it is definitely hot to think about you getting all hot and heavy. And I'm like, I text back, it's just work, that's all I said, And he apologizes, he's very apologetic about it, so I'm like, okay, whatever, we'll skip past this. So we're texting for the whole day, and then he said stuff like, if I spend the night, I would want to cuddle you, and just doing little flirty things. And honestly, sometimes I can't tell if this is, I don't have any reference, if this is normal or not. So I think to myself, am I being too crazy, or is this a normal thing that guys do, and usually girls just accept it or go with it or whatever? But I'm like, but no, the fact is I don't like it, so I tell him off anyways. And then fast forward to when the date finally happens. After he's been talking about spending the night and everything, he comes over. And so within 5 minutes of him coming over, he straight up asked me, can I kiss you? First of all, if you have to ask, it's probably gonna be a no. And second of all, we've just met for 5 minutes. And this guy, honestly, he wasn't very charming. Just the fact that he expected me to say yes to can I kiss you, that is weird. He asked me, can I kiss you 2 or 3 more times in the date, and I say no. And finally, I call a friend up. I'm like, hey, I'm in this date. I really want to leave it. Can you please get me out of this? Luckily, my friend comes over. She's like, I'm downstairs. So I say to him, oh, I gotta go. My friend's waiting for me. And then he's like, oh, okay, you want me to leave? Okay. And then he just leaves really upset. And then he texts me after. He's like, you should have told your friend no. I thought you were having a fun time with me. I was gonna spend the night with you. Like I said, it's like he's doing me a favor. And that was not the end of it. Next day, he continuously texts me, right? So I said, look, we're just not compatible, okay? That's it. He texts me, I really wanted to kiss and cuddle you last night, and it was all just physical stuff. I wanted to cuddle you, I wanted to kiss you, I wanted to treat you right, I wanted to hold you close, all physical stuff. And then he goes on to say, would you take some money for your time? And I'm like, no. He's like, oh, I've just never met anybody in this industry before. I don't know how to behave, you know, I'm just so excited.
Today I'm gonna kiss a girl for the first time.
And like, yeah, you could tell it was all his excitement was based on the fact that he would have sex with me. And yeah, that was gross. So yeah, that was my worst dating experience, I would say, due to the fact I'm a sex worker. Yes, it is possible to date while being a sex worker. Try to spot the red flags and just get yourself out of any sketchy situations. Don't let these boys disrespect you or girls disrespect you. And yeah, treat yourself well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if there's any more comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, follow me on all my social media. Yeah, thank you. Mwah. Bye.